Welcome back to the Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl Show. It's time to hang out with Rob, Mike, and Dunia. Whatever you don't want to say, they will with no chaser. Take a shot and let's have a drink. Is hashtag squad goals still a thing? Because they are. Let's go.
Hi. I forgot what episode this was. 121. Episode 121, and we're back doing our due diligence for the people every week.
Our due diligence. Can you close up
What am I doing?
your phone? Seems like soon as you went to press play, the camera started.
I'm not on Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah. It's closed down. Close all things. Sorry.
It ain't you. Shit, it's
We'll just roll.
Yeah.
Look what he gave us when he do it. Anyways, welcome back, everyone. We're episode 121. We are doing an episode called To My Younger Self. And we all individually wrote letters to ourselves, our younger self, and we're going to read them. Whose idea? Was this your idea?
This was your idea.
Wasn't my idea? I couldn't remember. I think I was feeling something, but I probably should have went to therapy for it, but here we are. Before we get into it, Tequila, how was your week?
Even though it was a short week, it was a long week, anyway.
For real.
Yeah. That's it. Just sitting long. I mean, it's just fucking Saturday. Shit still.
I'm tired.
Yeah. I don't know. I had a good week though. It's just long.
Yeah. How was your week, Cognac?
It was okay. We got stuff going on, new stuff coming out, and have to be representative of these new things that are coming. And, got to hang out with Miss Harper Rose on Thursday. That was wonderful. Janae and her sister went to a comedy show. And I was left alone with Miss Harper that wanted to play hide and seek, Barbies, all kinds of stuff. But she ate good. I was happy about that.
Yeah, I saw her shirt.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Her shirt. I had to change her shirt out. And, yeah. Her mom came on and said, that wasn't the shirt I put her in. I said, well, no, because the shirt's over there and it's full of soy sauce. So we ate fried rice. Beef broccoli. Beef and broccoli. She was eating with her hands and all. So, okay, at least she's eating, so I'm not going to say, you need to forward.
Thanks for watching her.
We had a blast. She was miserable the next day. She was using every excuse not to leave the house. Like, her mom was like, put your shoes on. She was like, no, look at the fish over there.
Very excited. She said, we always say we're going to work if we're doing something like a brunch, and she said, Uncle? Yay! Uncle's the best. He plays hide and seek. And I was like, she's right, because I don't play hide and seek with her. So she don't stop.
Harley's such a snitch.
Shit don't never stop.
Harley's such a snitch, so she went to count to 10, and I just hid right behind the counter of the kitchen. She goes, Harley, she learned that from us, though. We're like, Harley, where's Harper at? He'll go get her. And then she's like, no. And I go, not only did he see you.
My week was okay. Really long. It was long. Comedy show was awesome. Went with 3 of my girlfriends, one being my sister, but she's my girlfriend at the same time. And Matt Matthews shot up fucking hilarious. I love him very, very much. And I thought it was a really good special. He told like about his struggles with his mom with addiction and stuff. We made it funny.
Who is it?
His name's Matt Matthews. He didn't start out like as a comedian. He has like a farm. He does farm chores and he's talking shit to all the animals and stuff. And he does like boudoir photo shoots and stuff, but he became a sensation on the lines, but he did really good. This was his first stand-up tour thing, and it was hilarious. That was fun, and yeah, now I'm here getting ready for my birthday, which is Tuesday, party Saturday. I'm feeling blessed already.
If you're not there, you're square.
They're not invited, is what it is. If you're not there, you're not invited.
Well, there's that.
Anyways, before we get into these letters, we have a segment that we do.
That special segment.
So special.
Joking with Cognac.
Yeah.
So a guy goes to get his annual visit, and the doctor busts in the office and says, "You really need to stop masturbating." And he says, "Why?" And she goes, "Because you can't do it in my office."
Wow.
That
Yeah.
was a good one. That was good.
Wow.
Thank
He
you.
thought he was having a
Trying to get the
semen
pre-check.
sample or something. Ew. That's awkward. What an awkward conversation to have. At least it's sterile environmental or something. The dentist or something.
Right. Another cane like that.
Chiropractor and you're masturbating.
Oh boy.
Horny. Anyways,
You cracked my back so good.
who's gonna go first? Because,
That's a good idea.
I can go first.
okay.
So I wrote mine down as at 8, I would tell myself,
Say dear my younger self.
oh, I'm sorry, dear my younger self, at 8 years old, I would have told myself not to grow up too fast. This will be the best time you have in your life. Because I really did actually enjoy elementary school. Even though everything, it was a time like you had this, at 8 years old, at my age, you're coming off of NES for about 10 years. You played that and loved every stupid
That's
thing.
Nintendo for you youngsters.
NES? Oh yeah, Nintendo games and whatever. Then when the Super Nintendo came in, because nobody wanted to get it,
Shout out Yoshi's Island.
my grandmother finally was broke down and got me they call it SNES, the new whatever, Super Nintendo system, entertainment system. And by the time I got it, came with Final Fight and Super Mario Bros. Man, you would not see so much joy of a kid. I finally got it. Everybody else had it, but it wasn't mine. But at the time, it was mine. So I played it and played it and played it and played it for hours. And then at that time in my life as well, then the Sega Genesis came out. So there was the Super Nintendo Mortal Kombat that they refused to do, and then the Genesis version that did blood. And I used to love to go to arcades.
Okay.
So that
You're a winner. I'm just
no, I know.
here to
I'm just saying.
listen.
It was a really good time in my life because I had time for that and time to run the neighborhood, if you get what I'm saying. Like I had a little go-kart, I could like use my car and stuff.
That sounds awful. Yeah.
BB guns, stuff like that. No, I didn't say it wasn't all. Well, there was sign notes on it. I can go to that, but yeah. Anyway, and at 14 years old, I would say, be careful and fiery things. Just flammable stuff. Be careful around them because you don't know what's gonna happen. It can just happen in 1 millisecond. At 18, I will tell myself not to believe everything you hear, and you don't make decisions off lies. Validate every decision you make closely and invest in real estate, not other people's mistakes. I meant that as like, don't believe in basically untruths on
Well, you said
a lot
lies.
of things.
Just
Well, I
think
can
it's
go
untruths.
into it. That's my point. I can go into it.
You're welcome to do whatever you want to do. This is your time to shine.
Okay. Yeah, I would have done a lot of things different at 18 years old as far as financially. At 19, I would have told myself, don't start smoking. Trying to break that. You won't see it here yet. But during the day, I don't usually. At 21, I would tell myself, don't drink so much. Keep working out at least 5 days a week. Used to do that a lot. Almost became a habit. At
I know you used
25,
to be there all night long.
yep, sure was.
Mm-hmm.
Till they dropped the lights in the room. At 25, I would have told myself not to take shit undeservingly from anyone and call people out on their BS. Undeservingly being like, I let it slide. I let a lot of stuff slide in my 20s. Right? Yeah, sure was. And I would have. Now I wouldn't. I won't do it. At 30, I would have told myself, still stop taking BS from anyone, but still be kind to people that they deserve it, that they deserve my kindness. At 35, I would have told myself.
Who you old? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
At 35, I would have told myself, you should listen to your wife. She has your best interests at heart. At 39, if I would have known I would have met the most beautiful people in my life, I would have to come back to all of the above.
So you would deal with all the above just to have the outcome?
You never know what's going to happen in your life. So there are certain mistakes everyone makes, and there are certain things that fall through if you keep moving forward. Or,
No.
there's, I don't know.
Good job.
And that's how I wrote the letter to
Okay.
myself.
Good job. Who else was going to write it to yourself?
I'm saying, use this time on the floor, Senator. I'm joking. If I've ever hurt or offended or done anything to anybody, I will take my stripes on that. I will. I will be fully burdened in my heart. If you know me, I can be a rough dude the older I get, but at the end of the day, I think and I hope I can keep a big heart. That's all I'm saying. I don't try to mess with people messing with me. That's it. And the other side on that is the best feature I think I have personally is humor. Take it as it
A
is.
funny person never says they're funny.
No, I'm saying as far as like finding
I was
situations.
just joking.
Oh, I'm saying not. No. I don't think I'm funny. I don't always think I'm funny. Believe that. I'm saying that I think there's a lot of situations that people don't think they're funny, but I can mentally, maybe it's a weird thing, can find a positive in it, I guess. I try to at least.
Okay.
I try to.
Okay.
Not 100%, but
Yeah, he's- okay.
and I hope I don't lose that. I hope I don't lose the
Well, you can write another letter in another
in
100 years.
100 years. Thank you.
Yeah.
Won't even do
In a
it.
couple of months.
In a couple of months.
His birthday in a couple of months.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Dear Mike, look at you now. What the hell were you thinking? I'm so glad you made it. You should be extremely grateful. First thing I want to tell you is your mom did a great job. Parenting is a hard task. Close to godly situations, which account for your relationship with God now, and that is what sustains you. So lighten up. Continue to let people be themselves. That serves you well. We don't pick family, but we do pick friends. Let them all just be themselves, and you be yourself. You don't have to do it all alone. Allow someone to join your team and help you with that. Keep loving Carlos. You're doing great. Everyone in your life deserves you. Take care of yourself. People need you. I love you, Mike.
Nice.
That's it.
That's it.
What age were you talking to?
All of them.
Oh. The yesterday.
Every single one of them.
I feel like when I wrote mine, I was thinking to myself, I'm kind of elementary, but who knows? I don't. All right, ready? I think I could do kind of a dissertation. So I'm on a 2-pager here.
Oh.
Sorry. Sorry, guys, if I bore you. Anyways, dear younger Dania, hey you. It's me, but a lot older. You don't look your age, so that's promising. I'm writing a letter to tell you a few things that would help and will still help probably until the day you die. First of all, you're almost 40 years old, so go you. I need you to always remember to breathe, even when it seems like everything around you is chaotic. Things are not going to go as you had planned. You won't be a pediatric surgeon. You find out that you're way too sensitive for that. And majority of what you've planned in life won't happen, but you will be blessed with things that you never even dreamed of. Remember to always choose love first. There will be people that break your heart, and it will hurt, but those people were not your people. You'll learn that there is more than one definition of a soulmate, and it's not Disney Prince Eric. But you'll heal after every heartbreak, and you'll wind up with some of the coolest and most loyal family and family ever. That style and taste in music that people thought you were weird for actually makes you cool, and it will be admired and imitated later. I know you're going to hear it a lot, but you are not just pretty for a black girl, and you are not different than a usual black person just because you carry yourself the way you do. Wear that shit with pride, and people who say crap like that are gross and racist. Also, that body shape you were made fun of for, there will be people paying a lot of money for that. Embrace those curves. Furthermore, those buck teeth will light up rooms with and without the gap. So those idiots you went to school with were dumb, just as you thought. It's never a wrong time to give yourself what you need. You'll spend a lot of your life pouring yourself into others. Some will appreciate it and some will not. You've got to give yourself that same energy or you're going to snap. Remember, I said breathe. It is okay for you to be scared or sad. No, that is not a weakness, and always keep seeking therapy and things that help your mental health. You may not think so at times, but I promise you, you have one of the coolest families on this here planet. And you'll learn this watching other family dynamics as you grow up. You're a lucky girl, and your parents make sure you know how proud they are to have you as a daughter all the time. Being nerdy and well-read is dope. It'll help you stay away from a lot of idiotic conversations and never stop wanting to learn. There are terrible and awful people in this world, Luckily, you've avoided a lot of them, but don't get heartbroken over the people that use faith and religion and politics to spew hate and bigotry about people that look like you. That is their issue, and you know who will handle them. But don't you ever stop standing up for what is right for human beings and women and people of color. Remember this quote from one of your favorites, Mary Tyler Moore. Women are human beings first, women second, and wives and mothers third, in that order. Lastly, you got through this experiment called life. I love you then, and I'll love you now. XOXO, 39-year-old Nia. And P.S., there's no flying cars, mainly because everyone drives stupid, but you do have a cool Mercedes, though.
Good. Good shit.
Very good. Very good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was just reminding my, younger self. I was like, ooh, she's a skateboarder. Ooh, she listens to Nirvana.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's got butt teeth.
We'll see, that was a point in your
Her
life.
butt's too big.
But that was those points in your life.
All she wants to do is read and study.
But those were your points in your life where you
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm just telling her to keep going.
Yeah.
Who cares
Yeah. Right.
what they say? Because you're dope as fuck.
Yeah. Sure enough.
Then and now. So, anyways, that was really good and therapeutic. I felt a little misty-eyed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to read that to myself in
I miss
the next
I miss
40 years, hopefully.
I miss my stats.
Huh? You miss what?
My stats.
Your
You
what?
said that the SNES.
Oh,
Super
you miss your SNES?
Entertainment System.
SNES. I never called it that.
That's what
Was it
they.
Nintendo? Super
That's what they
Nintendo?
call it now. I'm like, I never.
Because you're so good.
Uh,
I'm not going to talk about them though, because they might be writing letters to the younger selves and stuff. If you got made fun of for saying SNES, don't worry. You're a president now or something.
right.
Who knows?
That's true. That's true.
Anyways,
Cool.
I think this is like an important thing that other people should do.
Yeah.
Get a diary, something, or
Yeah.
write it, burn it, write it, bury it,
Yeah.
write it, hide it, read it later. Because, you know what I say, therapy.
Yeah.
Well, you never know where life's gonna take you. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like a hindsight letter, almost, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then do you think maybe if you didn't deal with all that, you wouldn't be what you are now?
I think everything is destined. I don't believe in coincidence. So you went through what you went through, and your responses to those situations put you in the position that you're in now. It's all about how you respond.
May I say one thing?
Sorry, this is a podcast where that's what
No,
we're
I
doing
know.
is saying
No,
things.
I know. And weirdly enough, I thought about it when I went, because I was just trying to grab a quick meal today. So I went and got those nasty, delicious Jack in the Box tacos or whatever. And so when I was pulling out a drive-thru, my selfishness, it was a bus that pulled in front of me. I'm like, okay, so everybody got to get out of this bus right now. They're going to walk across the line. Now, I'm thinking positively, had the bus not stopped there, maybe I would have pulled out and got sideswiped.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the way I think sometimes too, where I'm like, like had he not gone there and I just was like trying to get these tacos from a fresh home, I wasn't paying attention and got sideswiped.
I bet you were giving an important message from
No, but you know what I mean.
My
But
question,
that's the way I think about a lot of things.
but my question was, who the fuck eats those tacos in the morning?
In the morning? It was like 12 o'clock. It was like 12:03. By the time I got
It's a
home.
hangover taco. Or stop a hangover taco.
Well, it was 12:03 and I was trying to get something quick.
Sorry, Jack in the Crack.
Hey, I ordered 2, I got 4.
So you stole from the Jack in the
I
Crack?
didn't steal. By the time I got home, they gave me 4.
Did you take them
Did
back?
you want me to go take them back? Like, y'all gave me an extra 2?
Tell your younger self stop being a thief.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
So,
I had Whataburger. It's not that great.
what a burger. What'd you get?
I should have got In-N-Out.
Over there they got it?
I don't know.
Where you were at?
I had ordered when
I
I
was
was
gonna
getting
say, yeah.
here.
I don't think so.
I mean, that's the same area as you have an In-N-Out.
Stafford.
Oh.
That's the closest one to us is Stafford.
Erin has one by her.
See,
It's
Katie.
Plantation, the Siennas.
She not. She.
Is it?
Aaron is far as hell from where I live.
She acted like she. Yeah, no, I won't talk about that later. I was
That-
like, I gotta get my hair done.
The In-N-Out is off on Kirkwood, not Kirkwood, yeah, Kirkwood and 59. I mean,
Kirkwood hits 59?
not yet.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Where Sam's
I don't know where
is.
shit
and
is.
all that shit off for 59. It's 69 going south. Stafford.
I really need to start driving more. I just don't like to.
Well, you know what Razoo's is? What Razoo's? Y'all know what Razoo's? On the southwest side. Well, not the
Where?
south.
Oh, yeah.
Off
Like
59.
where Sam's boat was, kind of that area.
That area, yeah. Like,
Sam's boat.
Like where they had the like man-made lake and there's Sam's boat, the seafood place across in the movie theater. It was a Magic Johnson movie theater, I think.
Nah.
Okay, then that's all.
It's a man-made lake there. You got this Chinese restaurant, Razoo's, Applebee's, Brew Wings used to be up in there. Then you got the main event, all this stuff. It's right before Maine, so not far from here.
Yeah.
90 to 59. I mean, it's right up in that area. It's in Stafford. It's not close to Aaron at all. Not where she is now. I don't know.
But she acted like where she
Well,
is
she was
now.
in an apartment. Well, I don't know where he lived in that apartment.
Okay.
But as far as this
That's
house
true. That's
thing
also
here, that shit is.
I'm just still waiting for the burger I paid her for. So to your younger self, don't give your sister no money for a fucking double.
There.
Yeah, shit.
But she could be talking about the one in Katy. Saying it out of Katy.
Well, fuck, I go to that one when I go get candles and stuff. I just get my own. She owes me like $20. That's all I was getting at.
She closer to the In-N-Out in Katy than she is to the one in Stafford. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But you're close to one in Stafford.
Yeah, but I don't go that way, ever.
Oh.
I mean, when I used to go to Sam's all the time, I used to pass it up.
Okay. I'm just saying, I feel like I brought a lot of people burgers all the way from California, West Coast, and ain't nobody brought.
But I do need to go over there.
I took a
Besides my gangsta.
I took a Chipotle's burrito
all the way to Israel.
Israel.
That is true. Yeah. That is true.
It's a restaurant I've been wanting to try. That's
In
right next door
Stafford?
to it, yeah. So they got in Stafford now what they call a grid, and it's like all these new restaurants that they're building up in office spaces and stuff. So it's a lot of restaurants that's popping up. But this one been up for a while. They even moved the Outback that I used to go to in Sugarland. They moved it to that grid, and it's right by the In-N-Out.
The Outback
The
used
new
to be by
Outback.
Red Lobster, right?
No,
Oh,
not far from Red Lobster, though.
okay. Because we used to go that way. I don't know. That's my point. I really need to drive around because I was driving to go get my eyebrows done. Shout out to Tiffany at Glam House. And the first time I went, I came from the office. And this time I came from the house. And I was just like so turned around. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense because I took 45. But this way is this is, yeah.
Y'all need to try that whiskey cake. Whiskey Cake Kitchen.
That's where my godmother and cousin went last Saturday. No, in the Woodlands.
In the
So.
Woodlands, yeah.
Yeah, but they said it was really good.
Y'all been hearing a lot of good stuff about their menu.
And Rob's friend Tiffany has one by her.
And the Lazy Dog restaurant and bar.
Clear Lake. The Lazy Dog.
Who's my
Yeah.
friend?
In Clear Lake. There's one in Clear Lake.
My friend?
Yeah, my friend. You said everybody's your friend, right?
Yes, it's a new restaurant
Lazy
called
Dog?
Lazy Dog Restaurant and Bar.
Is it Irish? Oh.
I just
Well, I gotta look at the menu, so
Yeah.
I need to know. Like, can I get some fish and chips? It's giving me Irish or English.
They got fish and chips. That's the first thing.
See? Because I know that's.
But that fish stick, that ain't fish.
No.
That butter cake look good.
Oh my god, I love butter. Oh, I don't want
She
strawberry.
knows her
I
Irish
love
people.
butter cake's like one of my favorite desserts.
Well,
Huh?
I said you know your Irish people and your English.
The sticky ribs and umami fries too. Yeah, I'm going there.
Sticky what?
Sticky ribs and
What the fuck is a sticky rib?
umami fries.
Muddy fries.
Umami.
Oh, okay.
Cajun fries.
We need to start going and trying
Chicken
out
pot
restaurants,
pie.
and then we can talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah, they got a good menu. Yeah, I'm going
It'll
there.
be fun, and then we can
Maybe
people
our
watch.
restaurant. Yeah.
We can always talk about the peoples.
We can go eat and then come talk.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
All you have to do is go to the Galleria. And
Not next week. Maybe like the weekend after. we need to go eat and take notes on people.
Broadcasting
Sit there
live
this,
from
judging.
whatever grill.
That's what we should do. Okay, so I'm just throwing it out there. Not next week, but the week after, we should go eat. And everybody take a notepad.
Yeah.
And just see who recognizes. Nobody say anything out loud. We'll call it people watching.
Peak. Well, but the listeners don't know because you gotta
It's
be.
okay. You got to get your notes correctly.
Peaky
They'll understand what I'm
Peaky
saying.
Cock
I know.
Girl or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so next week, guys, do we want to do a chit chat or give me three? Because we have to record on Friday.
Well, we're chit-chatting right now, so.
Oh yeah.
I mean, basically.
Because it's interesting. Duh.
So you go give me three.
Sure.
Wow.
We do give me three. I think whatever Jackie calls herself will be here. She can throw earlier, so she might be here Wednesday. For my birthday, party. Yay.
Does she remember what she calls herself?
She I don't know. Jackie drink. I don't know what her specific drink is.
Drink.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
She'll do.
beverage.
Yeah.
I know.
She'll do it.
Aaron is Mad Dog 2020 or whatever.
No, she's liquid headache.
Liquid headache. That's right. You're right.
Same thing.
Mad Dog is delicious. I don't
What
have
is,
a bad experience
Well,
on Mad Dog.
Jackie, now,
You never had a bad experience on Mad Dog?
No.
well, Jackie's aggravating.
You weren't drinking that
because I'm like,
grape Jubilee.
Grape. No, I know. Well, I didn't drink the grape.
Oh, that
grape,
orange.
grape was like diamonds. No, I was the blue.
Oh,
blue
yes,
one.
that's that new age MD 2020.
Oh, okay.
When I come up, the only MD 2020, you either had the orange or the grape Jubilee. One or the other.
Well, tell your younger self don't drink that
There's gonna
one.
be more
Wait,
flavors
there's a
coming.
blue one coming in 1994.
And then one of them little bitty pint bottles, it was that big tall bottle about that. Yeah.
He was drinking like St. Ives or something. I don't know.
I mean,
That must was the size of a 40 ounce.
you don't know about
Yeah,
St.
no.
Ives. Come on, man.
I never drank St. Ives. No, I did have a sip of one.
St. Ives?
Mhm.
Really?
I had a sip of one. It was gross.
I wish I could find that T-shirt. I had a St. Ives T-shirt. My grandfather.
I'm sure you have it. It's just gonna
a little
dig
kid,
through.
a little 12-year-old running
some
around with a St. Ives shirt.
That grape Jubilee, man. That shit there.
I would never drink. I don't drink anything great because I don't know about y'all seasoned folks, but Dimetapp was the thing when I was a kid. So like when you're sick, it was that great Dimetapp. Like
That's you know, in Houston they talk about purple stuff, talk about codeine, that's right.
yeah.
Grape Jubilee was the first purple stuff. You can't mix that shit with a whole two.
I don't like
Sprite, that shit still be
I don't like great flavor.
40 weight.
Yeah, no. I don't really like fruit.
You know it's bad when you take a wine and cutting it with Sprite.
Damn.
What did we do at BYOB's? What did we do? We took Boone's Farm.
No, we used Boone's Farm was the Sprite.
Yes. And we put what?
Vodka.
Vodka in it.
Yeah, I didn't say I made beautiful decisions.
But you're not, that's
But if you have to cut a wine
with
with a
Sprite.
soda, that means that wine is not. That's
Yeah.
that's hooch. Or something. That's that wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I should have talked to my younger self about doing
that,
vodka.
right?
Yeah.
Don't give it to your cousin because he don't know how to
He
handle
needs to talk to his younger self about that.
About that, right? I care about kick the exit door open.
Anywho, can we get into our next segment? I gotta cook.
So
I'm making some shrimp lo mein.
next segment, special segment of the evening is when we tell you guys 3,000 things about us using this magnificent book titled 3,000 Questions About Me being Tequila, me being Cognac, me being the girl. This evening's on the girl. She's gonna randomly open the book, select the question, and we'll see what happens.
All right. 1145. 1145. Do you think all is fair in love and war?
Yep. No rules in that shit. I mean, so love and war. So love, I want to say it has definitions, boundaries, that if you cross, you can't call it love no more. You know what I'm saying? But war, ain't no rules in war. It's war is war. But you know, love is defined by certain characteristics. You know what I'm saying? So if you cross those characteristics, how can you say it's love? You know what I'm saying? So to put love and war together in that
I've never understood the love and war comparison. So I don't know.
Sometimes you gotta fight for what you love, so I can understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if you're fighting for what
sense.
you love, it ain't no rules in that war. You know, I'm just trying to get my love, but if gotta be rules and love gotta be defined. I ain't gonna say gotta be rules in love because it ain't no rules in love, but it has to be defined. Because once you cross those boundaries, the things that make love love, like loyalty, like you know what I'm saying? Once you disloyal, how can you say it's love? If that's one of the characteristics of love, you know, trust. If I can't trust you no more, then how can you say it's love?
Yeah.
Whatever love is to that person, you know what I'm saying? If you cross those characteristics, it ain't love anymore.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Do you have an opinion?
What's love got to do?
First of all, you don't even sing or speak her name.
To the second hand. Anyways,
Did I bring that up already on the last podcast? No, she died last Tuesday. So here's a side note. Sorry.
Really?
So literally, we're in the car. I'm Ubering him as per usual. It's my favorite thing to do. And I put my music on shuffle. I don't care. And Tina Turner came up on Tuesday, and he said, "Is she still alive?" And I go, "Yeah, of course. She living in Switzerland or in Germany or something." He was like, "Oh," and I shit you not, went on my lunch break and I got a text from my sister and my dad that she died the same fucking day he asked about her being alive. So really, you're a problem. And I went in there and I said, "You fucking killed Tina Turner." And I said, "Don't ask me about anybody fucking else. I'll give you a list of people to ask about if you're just going to knock them off."
That's funny.
Yeah, literally the same day. I shit you not. And Tina Turner comes up all the time, but he just randomly asks that. Like, don't ask about me. The guy in the office who's older, it's his counterpart, they work together. He was like, "If I'm out for like 3 days, don't ask when I'm good. I'm good. Don't ask about me." Yeah. So, it's kind of scary. And, you know, what do you think? Do you think there's no rules in love and war? Or all is fair in love and war?
All's fair in love and war is you fight for what you love. So,
By any means necessary?
By any means necessary.
in war too?
Yes, by any means necessary. And that's, I can explain it to y'all later what I mean by that. But I'm not going to talk about it on
Planning or
here.
planning something?
No, not that.
Not with me. You can talk to Tequila. Anyways, I don't know. And my letter to my younger self is you're gonna love a lot of people and shit ain't gonna be fair. You're gonna get hurt, just like war. But you gotta figure it out to win what you deserve in love and war, I guess.
So
Or think you deserve. Do you think all is fair in love and war?
Oh, yeah, I don't believe in fairness.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
absolutely
don't
right.
believe in fairness. I don't believe in fairness. I read it on. I thought I read it that I believe it was rules to war and love, but fairness.
Fair rules, yeah, they don't.
Yeah, I don't believe in fairness. Nobody ever said life is gonna be fair.
So love won't be fair, and war it won't be fair.
I mean, hope the most you can do is pray that you're dealing with somebody that got compassion and that. And if they at war with me, they shit out of luck.
I ain't got no rules, bitch. If we at war, good luck.
I never understood it. You know, you watching this, and me and Rob was talking about this shit in Ukraine. And, you know, God bless that whole situation. I ain't trying to speak out of turn. But,
I'm scared of the Putinator.
no, you see, so you see the Ukrainian dude,
The president.
the president, you know, he got a lot more exposure than Putin not exposing himself like that. And I said, when that shit over, it's gonna be super sad. And
I wouldn't talk about that shit because I got a little poison in my chest.
Yeah,
no, but
yeah.
you know, this is what I'm saying. I play chess, and
Chess is a login.
motherfuckers die. You know what I'm saying? It's all over. Me and Carlos was talking about it. It's all over land. You know what I'm saying? They fight over land. Most wars are over land, and you gotta have bloodshed to get the land. And the only way you're gonna take my land, you gotta kill. So at the end of the day, if I'm still alive, you can't say you won or lost. That's just all I look at.
That's through history. I mean,
But
I've seen videos like, you know, like people are like, we're all like brothers here. Like, wow, you know.
But I'm just saying, people.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if the leader is still alive, nobody won. Ain't no compromise, peaceful compromise, and all this other kind of shit. Off with his head. At the end.
What?
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I was thinking of Cat Williams, where I was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Whoever it is, off with their motherfucking head, I won. That's it. That's it. So everything else is fugazi, bullshit.
It really
Politics.
is. Proxy war.
Yeah.
Proxy. I always say proxies.
Same with love?
Killing all these people for nothing.
Same with love?
Off with his head.
Oh,
Like
Lord.
there's real shit. that
Love
there's, like,
launches wars. I mean, we all saw Troy.
Yeah, exactly.
Troy, right?
That's why I said since the dawn of time.
Yeah. Fucking, you saw the movie Troy, right?
Which one?
With Brad Pitt?
What's the name?
Troy.
Nah.
Brad Pitt, Orlando Bloom. What?
You never saw
It's
it?
a fucking classic. And it's a true story according to Greek mythology.
mythology,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you believe in that or whatever. But it's
The Trojan horse.
Brad Pitt. You really worked out for that role and you got fucked. Yeah. Or anyways. It was love and words.
Yeah.
It was a love. They said, fuck it. And it tore two countries apart and they went to war because they just said, fuck it.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
No
But then that man turned out to be a baby back bitch. But that's just my opinion of the movie.
Yeah, the one that was messing with the girl. With it.
Yeah,
And then back. And then-
Orlando Bloom.
But then you got Cleopatra. she did no different. She was like, no, keep on, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh. Yours is blame the woman shit.
No,
I'm saying, you be hard on I'm just joking. I was just joking.
That broad over there.
By the way, Gangsta was here last night. We were talking outside. He said she said, y'all were kind of hard on him about the, she gives us about him being hard on women.
But no.
That's because you don't get it. So then I gave it back.
But you just blame the woman on the whole Troy.
No, I actually blame Orlando Bloom's bitch ass. If you watch the movie, I didn't blame her. I didn't. Yeah. I don't blame her for wanting to leave that stupid ass motherfucker. And look, years.
That is true.
Well,
you're doing things better. She left. She said bye.
I was raised by a single mother. I got a brother and sister. We all got different parents. I remember seeing my mom have different boyfriends, sneaking around and shit. So then
that wasn't her boyfriend; those were her little friends.
It was her little friends.
Yeah. Okay, say it right.
In my opinion, she was promiscuous, and she got that right to be promiscuous. She's a fucking adult. You know what I'm saying? So when every woman that's promiscuous got the itches and shit, you know what I'm saying? I started thinking about. I ain't trying to be hard on Rob. It's just everybody ain't got the itchy itches.
I never said every woman.
Maybe
if they sex workers or they walking the streets or
maybe
whatever.
She had the throbby throb.
They doing the
throbby throb.
They doing the same thing.
How I said it, I said not
all of them. Doing this. Sorry, gangsta.
I said the ones that
trying to get understanding.
Yeah.
You have to
have what?
The ones that have the itch.
How you know?
The way I phrased on the last episode, I gotta reboot and look at how I work.
The ones that
what he's asking is how do you know that
the ones that have what kind of statement is that? What?
They're itching.
So you what he's saying is how do you know? So have you go to them and you're like, oh, she itching too much?
We don't. You don't drive them too much around. I drive. We just.
So you looked at the itchies.
How can you miss them when they're walking around?
Man, ain't nobody doing that shit, man. Come on, man.
Maybe they're just touching their clitoris.
I'm all over the place.
Because they're horny and not being satisfied. Maybe they're just touching their clit. And they're not
Have you been to Austin lately?
Yeah.
And have you been to downtown Austin?
Yeah.
Have you been to 6th Street?
Yeah, I didn't see nobody walking the direction.
That's not sex workers, though.
I didn't say that.
No,
but
that's what you said.
That's what they call it. No.
But you didn't say. No, we were talking about women.
We were talking about sex workers.
They might be.
I would have the itchies if I went camping for a day. So I don't you weren't talking about homeless people.
Itchies is from the
you weren't talking about
and it's not just that conversation that we had on that podcast. It's every time somebody come up that's in that category, you have something negative to say about them as far as their health and shit go. Like they just some fucking disease carriers just because they in a certain industry.
Or like to fuck.
Or like to fuck.
Or like to look sexy in a hole. Or,
And I don't know how you...
I don't know how you... I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
They're probably more clean than us people, regular people walking around the streets. I'd say regular, that wasn't an insult. I'm just saying. I'm not in the sex industry, but porn stars got their checks better than the rest of us.
Good for them.
I'd be more itchy than one. I'm itchy right now.
It's horrible though.
Itchy cook and
yeah.
But I said that I do feel bad. I mean, but what do you want? What's your solution to do about that?
About what?
Like the people are living in tents and stuff like that.
Oh, that's a homeless issue. So we can talk about that.
Yeah.
That's not what we. Well, no, we're not doing that. Tell your younger self to vote for people. I would tell my younger self to vote for people, or beg my parents to vote for people, or anybody that I know that has human compassion to stop with the fucking bullshit that they still do. All these politicians don't worry about any of that shit. And they're making rules for us. Yeah. They're only making rules for us. All of us. Yeah. All of us. Rich, middle, low,
They only worry about it when it's in their fucking backyard or streets. So.
Yeah, and then they'll just shoot you if they don't like it. So, I don't know. Sorry, we went from this to this to this. I'm not talking about the homeless situation because that shit makes me sad, and I need to be prepared to talk about that.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared because that wasn't this conversation.
I just had a conversation yesterday.
Okay, cool.
You don't remember when we were at dinner that one time and I said, you know,
cool, but this wasn't this episode.
It's not like jail them. They have like help. Like
and I just
help.
said for the 4th time, 5th time, this is not this episode. We were talking to our younger selves, and yeah, I have no problem having a discussion about this, but not this episode. Maybe episode 145, because we're gonna hit 3,000 pretty soon. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, are we all good and settled?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
We appreciate you so much. Thank you for your support, your views, your likes, subscribes, and everything else. And we'll be back next week.
It helps. Everything helps. We appreciate it. Every comment, everything you want to do.
And buy a fucking t-shirt or something. Gosh. Or whatever. Anyways, love you guys.
We need to make our new t-shirts. Not new, the idea ain't new, but do it. All right, good night.
I know, we do.
God bless.
Good night. Bye.
Love you.
Lady, you ain't got no lawn. You are such.
That's it for this week's episode of Cognac, Tequila, and the Girl. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Follow us on all the social medias. Leave your comments and reviews. Until next week, keep safe and keep your squad close. Thanks for hanging out.